Wrestling, like most professional sports, can be a very lucrative career. If you're physically gifted enough, going into the wrestling business can be a superior option to getting a regular job, even if you aren't a diehard fan. Here are 6 WWE wrestlers who are only in it for the money. Scott Steiner is notorious for being a real jerk backstage and to fans, so it's no surprise he's on this list. Steiner had the look and even ability to be a great wrestler, but he simply didn't care about being a great superstar as much as he did the money that came with it. Steiner made millions during his 4-year stint with WCW, which is good for him, but he could have been so much more if he had the same passion for the business as other top stars. Ric Flair is considered by some as the greatest wrestler of all time with the 16 World Championships, but he just didn't know when to call it quits. After retiring from WWE in 2008, Flair decided to go to TNA in an effort to cash in on his name. He wasn't able to put on high caliber matches anymore and was simply chasing the dollars at this point, trying to milk wrestling fans with his name. To be clear, we're talking about TNA era Ric Flair here, the one with a lot of alimony to pay, not the classic nature boy of the 80s and 90s. Remember Ryback, the Goldberg knockoff? He was a solid wrestler, albeit a bit rough, but served WWE well as a mid-carder. You know Vince loved him with all those bulging muscles too, but there was a problem. Ryback thought he deserved much more than what he was being paid, and after months of contract disputes, WWE released him after refusing to give him the big raise he wanted. It's a shame because I thought Ryback had a future in WWE, but it seems greed got the better of him. Batista had a great run in WWE in the mid-2000s when he became part of Evolution alongside Triple H. He was a fan favorite and even won the World Heavyweight Championship, but Batista ended up leaving WWE in 2010 after problems with the direction of the company. Whether or not that was just an excuse to leave and head to Hollywood, I don't know, but I can say his return in 2014 and immediate push to the top was a huge cash grab on his part. His actions show that he doesn't care about fans or the business, so it's safe to say he was only there for the fame and money. The Ultimate Warrior may not have been the greatest wrestler, but his character was legendary, and was enough to get him to the very top. Warrior would go on to become one of the company's biggest stars, but he wasn't satisfied. Reports say that Warrior repeatedly asked for more money, and at one point threatened to no-show a major pay-per-view if he didn't get paid more, resulting in Vince suspending him. This led to Warrior leaving the company out of spite, throwing away his wrestling career, all for a couple $100,000. Brock Lesnar is one hell of an athlete, which is exactly why he was brought into the wrestling business in the first place. He's a beast that fans love to see in the ring, and WWE has no problem paying him huge money since he returned after a near decade-long hiatus. Lesnar, who made a reported $6 million in 2016 from WWE, has said that wrestling is simply a job to him. He doesn't care about his co-workers or the fans, he just wants to do his job, get paid, and go home. And those are 6 WWE wrestlers who are only in it for the money. Do you have a problem with guys like Lesnar who only perform for the money, or does it not bother you? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing to Wrestling Hub for more lists like this one.